Hey guys, so I wanted to make a update video on my belt kit. I've been using this a lot more lately. I find myself gravitating back towards the belt kit, especially in the hot weather. It's just a little more breathable. You know, wearing a plate carrier all day or a chest rig all day can get kind of irritating when it's hot out. But one of the pros of wearing belt kit for me is just the sheer amount of stuff you can carry. Um, it's a lot more practical, I think, as far as sustained operations go. You know, whether you're doing reconnaissance or you plan on being in the woods for a few days, it's far more practical, I think, to carry something like this where you have a little more equipment and you can be more self-sufficient. So I believe I made a video on this kit before, but I've made some changes to it, and I'll just kind of go over the initial setup and then what I'm carrying in it. So the belt itself is a tactical tailor duty belt inside of an hsgi padded sure grip belt, I believe. And it's got the hsgi padded shoulder straps, which are comfortable, but they're a little thick. If you're just going to wear this on its own, then fine, it'll be all right. But if you're wearing it with a ruck, there's definitely some interference. But that's what I'm running for the harness itself. I have two pistol mags, the ITW fast mags. And then on either side, I have these pouches right here, and they're actually from SOE or Spec Ops gear. I think Spec Ops gear, actually. And they hold four 5.56 magazines in kind of a traditional bullets facing away from you manner, kind of like the old Alice pouches. But I like those because I can fit more magazines into a smaller pouch, and it's easier to get in the prone, and I'm not concerned with reloading that quickly anyway. Then I have an hsgi bleeder pouch with just a small blowout kit, just a cravat, Israeli bandage, hemostatic agent, and a tourniquet. And then I have two camelback pouches. Each one of those carries an Nalgene and nesting cup on one of them. I like having a way to boil water and carry water on all my kits. And then I have the Velocity Systems Jungle Rig butt pack. It's been a really great butt pack so far. You fit a lot of stuff in it. I have no complaints with it. And then next to the camelback pouch, I have a Safariland QLS platform for whether I'm running a CZ75 or a Glock or SIG or whatever handgun I'm using. Or if I run a handgun at all. And like I said, another 4-magazine pouch. I just carry 6 mags in these, but it's nice to have the ability to carry 8, and I can also carry 308 mags in it as well. And then next to that, I have a small sustainment pouch from an Air Force survival vest. And I carry this same setup in every one of my kits. I have a compass, cigarette lighter, cut down VS17 panel, signal mirror, space blanket, and a protractor, all Ranger banded together with some tie down cord for the compass. And I recommend, this stuff is so small, you can fit it in a cargo pocket or a shirt pocket. I always carried this stuff when I was in the military, and I always carry this with me now. It's pretty useful. I find I use this stuff in the woods more than most of the other gear, so it's nice to have. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And then on the shoulder strap, I'm running pace beads, and sometimes on the other one I run a fixed blade, depending on whether or not I'm using a rucksack. And right now, that's the rifle I've been running. It's a loosely based Block 1 M4A1 kind of deal like I had in the military. Not entirely clone correct. It's built on a BCM Mod 0, I believe, but close enough. That's pretty similar to what I was using, and it's been a good rifle so far. So this over here, kind of getting into the sustainment aspect. This is one of the reasons I really like the H-harness gear, is because of everything I can fit in the butt pack. So you know, guys say, yeah, you know, I can do the same thing with an assault pack. Yes, you can. Um, you can also run a small chest rig and carry all the shit in your ruck, but it's nice to have all this gear with you all the time in case you have to drop your ruck or you find yourself without a ruck, depending on what you're doing. But I always try to carry some sustainment equipment with me, regardless of what I'm doing. So on the outside of the butt pack, I just have a hsgi poncho, strung in, using all the straps. And then I have a shamag and a beanie. I carry those all year. You know, it's important to keep your head warm so you don't lose a lot of body heat, especially at nighttime. Or you never know, you end up getting wet or something. And at least in the part of the country I'm in, it has a tendency for the temperature to drop pretty quickly or to vary at all times of the year. So I always carry that. And, you know, the shamag or a balaclava or some kind of bandana, they're pretty useful for a variety of reasons. One thing that I think gets overlooked in a lot of people's kit is weapons maintenance stuff. This is just a small weapons maintenance kit. Well, actually, it's kind of robust. It'll cover me for a variety of weapon systems I'm using, and that's just in one of these, one of the bandoliers that the saw drums come in, that the nutsacks come in, and in that I just have some cleaning rods, CLP, bore snakes of some different calibers, some Q-tips, and some rags, and a brush, and a couple dental picks, and that will pretty much get me through. I have 7.62 and 5.56 bore snakes in there, so that will do for everything I need in the field. Always good to have shit paper for obvious reasons. I need to strip that down a little bit because that's a full roll. I really don't need that in here, but that's why I'm going through my kit. So another useful item is the 5.56 bandoliers that come in like the XM193 ammo cans. I use these as tool rolls in a lot of my rucks and a lot of my kits. And in this one, I'm just carrying the Sawyer Mini, the squeeze water filter, utensils, a SOG multi-tool, some cordage, a repair strap for a pair of BDU pants, like the patches that go over holes, and some zip ties. And then I just have some fire making supplies. I got a blast match, some stormproof matches, second cigarette lighter, and some quick fire tinder. And then I have one freeze-dried meal. I might be 2 freeze-dried meals. I always try and carry 1 or 2 freeze-dried meals just so I have some calories if I need them. And a Right in the Rain notepad and a Sharpie. And I should stick a pencil in here. And a headlamp. So that, guys, to give you an idea, is kind of what I'm carrying all the time just on my second line kit. And to me, this is a far more versatile setup that will get you through a lot more sufficiently for a wider variety of things than just like a micro chest rig or a plate carrier. So something to think about. You know, it's good to have other options. This way, if you don't have time to grab a ruck, or if you have to dump your ruck, at least your kit is set up to get you through a few days. So if you have any questions, let me know. I have a multitude of setups for different weapon systems. If you guys want to see some more, let me know and I can make a video on some stuff. So.